Okay, everybody, I have to tell you about today's sponsors, our friends Heartwise Health LLC. Listen, I can tell you for myself, I've been working with them for a little over a year and I am stronger, faster, PRing in all my races, and I'm coming for that marathon. Maybe. But if you want to feel the same joy that I feel, if you want to improve when it comes to exercise, when it comes to running, with the use of science-based technology, personal and customized training plans, you got to check them out. Heartwise Health LLC founders Tori Parkinson and Jocelyn Fark are ready to help you reach your full potential and whatever that might be. And listen, it is fall. The fall is approaching everywhere except Florida because we don't celebrate. But if you want to feel the love, the air of the change of the season with new PRs in your races, new goals that you can reach, they are doing something cool. So there's a big fall sale that's going on where you get 10% off an 8-week training program or virtual lactate threshold testing until November. So you can get a discount on being awesome. You're already awesome, but we're trying to take your game to the next level. Definitely be sure to check them out, especially if you are looking to do some great things in this racing season and in and out of racing season. And you can find them at Heartwise Health LLC. That's when it comes to their website, heartwisehealthllc.com. You can also find them on Instagram, Heartwise Health LLC. And without further ado, please enjoy the episode. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, saints and inks, and welcome to Lactic Acid. I'm your host, Dominique Smith. If you're looking at the screen, listen, wipe the screen because there's greatness on it. And I'm not talking about myself or my football team that's number one in the country. I am talking about the baller, the shot caller. Her game is so smooth, she has her own potion, and you're lucky she didn't put it out when she was running because she would have whipped everybody. She is the legend. Okay, listen, it's game time. It's over. Like I said, Deena Kastor, the GOAT, the legend. Listen, they had to make super shoes just to get on your level. That's how we're rocking today. What is going on, my friend? Like what a treat to have like the guest of the like anytime Dean on the show, I have to take like weeks to prepare because I'm not worthy to be amongst such greatness. Like, what are we doing here?
Okay,
This is
record
fall.
scratch.
Record scratch, mic drop. Listen, that's what it is, man.
Oh my God, it's so good to see you, Dom. And you're giving a shout out to Ohio State. I have to give a shout out to those Dodgers going to the World Series
Yes.
again. I am so excited. We were like shouting at our televisions all week long. That's what real fanning is. I guess real fanning would be in the stadium shouting, but next step is being a fan in your own living room.
Real fandom is not paying all that money to
Yeah. Yeah.
to drink a beer, eat a hot dog.
hmm
But find you a pitcher that could strike out 10 people and then start just hitting
Three
home
home
runs.
runs,
Three.
three home runs in a game, really. And he had like, because of his surgery, had kind of a quiet season leading up to that, but way to game up. That's what champions are all about, just stepping up to the plate when they are needed most. It was so awesome.
What was your 10 strikeout, 3 home run moment in your life? It does not have to be, it does not have to be running.
Oh my gosh. I guess I'm privileged to have that be a hard question because there's so many moments in my life that I feel like have shaped me. Some of them in the moment didn't feel that great, but because of what they gave me in the lesson, they became like very pivotal parts of who I am today. But if I'm gonna think of a couple, it'd be answering the door when Andrew knocked that first time I met him in Colorado. Um, Answering that door was a good idea because
Okay.
we ended up together every day since. Um, so that I mean that's the one that jumps to mind first. And then if I were going to step into my running shoes, it would be before that, picking up the phone with utter fear in my gut and calling Coach V Hill and taking the step to become a professional runner. Probably one of the bravest things I ever did, but it is absolutely panned out because he became my number one mentor and greatest guide in my life.
Rip to the legend.
Yeah.
Uh, to we talk about the GOAT for real. I didn't even know, but I didn't know him, but that hurt me. I was everything that happens in my life, I'm always eating something. And I was, and let's talk about, I was heartbroken to see that.
Hmm.
Please show these people, and I have a nickname for your husband. Now that I know that story, I feel like we have to call him Andrew Doorknob Caster because that's
Oh my God.
like, like,
It could be. And just to make this even stranger, I had just bought my very first house. It was this like 800 square foot bungalow next to the Rio Grande River. And I pulled up the nasty green shag carpet and there was gorgeous wood floors underneath. So I had just been done. I just finished up like polishing the wood floors. And so I'm telling him to go around the back, go around the back. So he came around to the back door and we sat in my kitchen for like 4 hours talking. So it was a great start to our relationship.
and the rest was literal history. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
the running game is so blessed. Like it is. Can you show these people your plate? Like it's spooky
Mm,
season here on Lactic
mm.
Acid.
I'm holding
And
I have a pumpkin cake on it, so I'm hoping it doesn't slide off as I stab it with my fork. But oh, there's a little crumb on his nose. Let me get that crumb off and eat that crumb off his face. But look at how glamorous her face because she's got this glamorous hat on. I would like to tell you, Dom, that these are the plates that come out in the fall, like right before Halloween, and the mug, the spooky, spooky glass I'm drinking out of. Um, it's not. I have these year round. They just kind of fit the theme a little better as I speak to you today. But I love skulls and I love Halloween. And this potion I'm drinking, you dubbed it a potion. I said it's a mocktail,
oh,
but it is delicious. It's my new favorite thing because it's kind of bitter and delicious, but it's hibiscus tea. And I bathe it with some orange peel and peppercorns. And I let that sit for a few hours. And then I top it off. I strain it out and then I top it off with some grapefruit juice and tonic water. And it just like feels like a brightener, you know? So I'm pretty happy right now. I'm talking to you. I'm drinking my potion and I'm eating pumpkin cake that I made last night.
Dina's magic potion. So if oh my gosh, the things that we've talked about over the years, why haven't we come up with our own cookbook?
We should because we're always talking about food, sharing food. And it really is the best way to kind of break the ice and break bread with those that you love. So we
Yes.
should.
Did you make that pumpkin bread?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, 'tis the season. You could give me pumpkin anything. I have a really strict rule that you can't do anything Christmassy before Thanksgiving. So like
Oh,
the day after Thanksgiving, we could start decorating for Thanksgiving. I don't want to see a Christmas decoration or hear holiday music until after Thanksgiving. Skulls and pumpkin could be a year-round thing for me.
okay. Two things. Three things, quick things before we talk about running, and we're gonna
Mhm.
integrate that potion into the New York City Marathon.
You're so good at doing
Um,
that. Can't wait to hear
I
how that goes.
Me too. Me too. Um, I feel like you break out the skull plates, like people are trying to celebrate like Easter Jesus's birth and resurrection and all that, and
Hmm.
we're eating turkey on a skull plate instead of
Hmm.
like a
It's gonna
Easter bunny
happen.
and stuff
It's
like
gonna
that.
happen.
Christmas chestnuts roasting on an open fire. No, we're skulls. Like I understand
Hmm.
that and everything. You know, Santa Claus was a biker in the Castor family. He didn't come on a sleigh. He came on a bike.
Yes, a
Uh,
Harley, some sort of Harley with a big rumbling motor.
it's probably more energy efficient.
You think?
You can't hear him.
More sustainable. Oh, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
If you're going to commit burglary on New Year's Eve, you can't let people know you're coming.
Not a Harley. That's not going to be your jam. I see.
It could be a Harley, but it's like like in NASCAR, they have the pit crew and everything.
Hmm.
That's what the reindeer do to make sure that it's very quiet.
Oh.
and stuff. That way he could ease in and out. So it's
I see
less,
where you're going.
so he basically takes on the method of working smarter and not harder, which is why,
A
because think
wise
about
man
this.
once said.
Yes, wise man, big fat Santa Claus. Shout out to my dog right there. But also, if you think about it, he doesn't want to talk to people, so you can't let them know you're coming. You can't let them know your
Right.
every move. It's like in the,
See,
yeah, go
it
ahead.
seems so strange that someone who delivers so much joy and and is so into the spirit of giving wouldn't want to connect and have a conversation. Those things are synonymous
Because
to
he
me.
doesn't want to take the credit, he wants everybody to have a sense of unity. And so if you take out the main ingredient, then you're focused on being present in the moment with the presents that are
Hmm.
delivered.
Okay.
Because
But
think
see,
about
we're
it.
talking Christmas and it's not Thanksgiving yet, Dom. I can't do this. Hard stop.
No, we're
Hard
going to
stop.
keep going. I have to send
We're
you a picture
seriously
when we
talking
get
about Santa Claus. Haven't even had Halloween yet.
good. Um, so check this out. I have to send you a picture. So I actually put my Christmas trees up yesterday in my room last night.
I can't believe this is happening.
I did.
I
I
cannot believe.
I live in Florida. You see, you live in Narnia. You have seasons. You have a winter
We
wonderland. You
just had a foot of snow, and I'm not ready to accept the fact that you just put your Christmas tree up.
That's okay. It's just me sending my love to Mammoth, California. Think about it this way. You have foliage. Do you know what foliage is in Orlando? Is if a bird had to use the bathroom on a leaf. That's foliage here. We don't have that. So, yes, the
On a
season has
palm
to be.
tree.
Yes, technically I put up the lights in like September, but that's neither here nor there. The first day of fall. Actually, no, 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 no. Wait. Did I?
So
I
what
don't
have,
remember.
okay. Well, I mean, the fact that, I mean, let's just talk about what time it is right now. Okay. We're October.
Mhm.
By the time Christmas comes, are you like celebrating Valentine's Day and 4th of July? Or are you just
No.
like still like soaking and immersing yourself in that Christmas music, which could drive you mad for if you listen to it for 2 months straight?
If you listen to the wrong kind of Christmas music, then yes. So that's why you have to start low
Mariah
key.
Carey. You're listening to Mariah Carey all Christmas
Okay.
CD.
I actually hate that song. If
Good.
we could,
Okay,
I
okay. Now we're vibing. Now we're vibing.
and we got to get to running because I hate that song. Listen, come for me, I don't care. I will put Dina's magic potion on you and I'll be fine. But but I'm telling you, if I hear I'm going I may just run a marathon just to get the lactic acid so I don't feel
Yeah.
pain. But you start with a little R&B, but you still mix in everything else. I still watch Halloween
Some
Baking
traditional.
Championships. Yeah, I still watch
Okay.
Halloween Baking Championships, and then we transition and everything. So it's low key, it's extreme, but also, as I mentioned earlier, one thing that gets me out of the Christmas spirit is pumpkin too. But I will say this: if you baked it, I would try it.
I can't believe you. I mean, that might explain everything right there. If
It,
you do not love pumpkin, I'm willing to bet that all people that do not like pumpkin put up their Christmas trees early. They like just don't even acknowledge pumpkin season. Let's
I
have a
will,
poll.
I will carve a pumpkin to get out the aggression of how much I hate it.
You're like, got this thing.
Yeah, like
Do you roast the seeds and eat them?
I didn't know that was a thing. I
Oh
didn't.
my goodness.
I didn't. I don't think I've ever had. I have had a pumpkin seed. I eat a nice kale salad from Taylor Farms. They have pumpkin seeds in it, but I pretend like it's sunflower seeds so I don't get emotional.
That,
So I uh I guess I
that
never
sounds
thought
delicious, by the way.
it is. It's kale, pomegranate, or whatever.
Oh,
But anyway, it is good. But
that sounds amazing.
this potion that you're drinking, what inspired it?
Um, not wanting to drink alcohol.
Okay.
So I'm kind of taking a little sabbatical and trying to like um, be intentional about what I'm creating, so it's fun. And I put it in a fun skull glass and um, something that like gives me joy to take part in. And that is like a glass of joy right there. Even put a little orange wedge in it. So when I'm done with the drink, then I have a little something to nibble on that's like soaked in that hibiscus tea. So it's sweet. It has a sweetness to it because the tea, when I'm putting the peppercorns and the orange peel in, I also put in a little maple syrup. So there's a little maple syrup in it because that's giving it a fall vibe as well. And then adding the grapefruit juice makes it a little bitter. But this screams fall to me. I mean, I haven't tried it warm. It might be good warm with some like
Mm.
cloves floating on top of the mug. But it's like very fall like, and it's rich, and it's kind of like, it's bitter and sweet at the same time, which I like that. It's probably from the oils from the orange peel. But
Mm.
we're in fall season, and fall season makes me think of cozy sweaters, of pumpkin, of like making pumpkin dishes. I made pumpkin lasagna last night with a sage cream sauce. You would have hated it.
Sounds
And then,
horrible, respectfully.
yeah,
Respectfully.
yeah, I thought so. And and it means it's New York Marathon season, right? And time changes. We're like, there's so much that goes on in the fall before you put up your Christmas tree because you have to turn your or yeah, make your clocks fall back, and you're baking a lot of pumpkin goods and making fun drinks to bring in the season. So I love fall for everything, including the fact that there's so many great fall major marathons that go on.
Speaking of, as you took the segue, speaking of screaming sweet and salty, let's talk about the New York City Marathon.
Mm-hmm.
Screaming bitter and sweet. Let's talk about New York. You made pumpkin ravioli, Dina.
Mm-hmm. Oh, not no. Last night, pumpkin lasagna with a sage cream sauce. It's delicious. Absolutely.
So November 2nd is when the Lord have mercy, New York City
You're
Marathon
not
starts.
having like a gag reflex as I'm talking about
I have some
my
Alka-Seltzer chews in the corner, so brother
yeah.
may have to pop one uh here and there.
Uh,
Um the new the New York City Marathon is coming up. I'm actually excited about this marathon more than I am. Chicago was fire. Chicago was great. We've had a lot of fun marathons this season.
yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
been really entertaining. More so, I don't want to say more so than other years, but you see a lot of new names, new faces, and then I think that's what excites me about this marathon. I'm gonna let you take the floor because you have a skull, multiple skulls, and I don't want to be one of them.
Mhm.
Um, what excites you about this year's marathon?
Yeah, I feel like every race this fall has brought its own drama and showcasing a lot of athletes. But you think like by the time you get to New York, is there anyone left? Like, is there anyone left to talk about? And then they release their athletes, and I'm like, oh my God, how did they get all these people? And so the defending champion on the men's side, Abdi Nagai of the Netherlands, is back to try to defend his title. But if you look at who he's going up against, Evans Chibet, who is a former winner of New York, and I think he won Boston twice.
Hmm.
Definitely once, I think twice. Um, 2021 winner of the New York Marathon, Albert Carrier, is also running. Um, I think Benson Kipruto, who's won a few marathon majors, is also running. It's just insane. And then, oh yeah, the other guy, Eliud Kipchoge, is also running to get his sixth star, but he's still, I mean, he's still always in the fight when you look at that lead pack. He's still there. I mean, it's not like just because you say your career is your professional career is over, those genetics don't just retire themselves, right? There's it's still very much in him to have that competitive instinct. So the men's side is going to be super exciting. You know, I Abdi was our is our defending champion, but it's going to be really hard, I guess is what I'm saying, which is, New York I'm willing to bet that break kind of plays out on First Avenue because someone inevitably makes a move there because they feel like rock stars, right? The crowds are so deep. So I really feel like we're going to see all those guys in the mix on First Avenue, and then someone's just going to feel supercharged, like a superhero of their own movie, and make that move. But it's not necessarily going to be the person that wins the race.
Mhm.
So I'm always looking forward to the drama unfolding on the men's side. Women's side, I think the name that excites me the most is Sifan Hassan.
Mhm.
We see her winning in a lot of championship style races. She's really good with tactics and strategy. She's really good with fast courses where when she won in London and also Chicago, but also on those more technical courses like World Championships. But this is harder than anything she's done, and she's already fought the demons in multiple. I guess Sydney was a hard course as well. It's hilly, but New York is going to be stiffer competition for her as well as being hilly. So I think she's going to have her work cut out for her. I love her post race interviews where she just admits to tackling those demons. Like, and I thought to myself, how crazy am I to choose to do this? And I question my decisions in life, and she's just so silly how she just puts it out there in her real voice. So I love that. I can't wait for her finish line interview in New York. But Sheila Chepkarui is trying to defend her title there. You have past champions in Helen Obiri and Sharon Lokedi, who will be in the mix. So, and then there's always new people that show up that are in the lead, and I'm like, oh my god, I haven't done my homework. Who is this person? And I found out they won Tokyo 2 years ago or something like that. So it's going to be great. But I was shocked when I saw the professional athlete roster come out. I was like, I'll be darned. I cannot believe we're still like, I think that just speaks to the depth of marathon running right now, is that all these major marathons can just have these star-studded fields. And just when you think everybody's been used up, here comes New York City with this great roster of defending champions and people trying to upset them.
And it was funny how they did it. Like everything was set early or mid-August. And you're looking at this field like, oh snap, this is a star-studded field. And then the middle of September, I think it was like September 10th or something like that. Oh, by the way, we got two legends in Hassan and and Kipchoge who are going to be running as well. So, I think that's crazy. I think the biggest thing that intrigues me, if I'm not mistaken, there are seven new faces, men and women
Mm,
combined, who are making their marathon debut. I know a few notable names from the U.S. Amanda Vestry, she'll be running her first marathon. I know Joe Klecker will be running his first marathon. I have it up here. Let me see. Charles Hicks, Patrick Dever. Like, there's so many. Hillary Bohr, so many people that you see on the
wow.
track or whatever the case might be. And I learned a lesson, Dina. I learned a lesson. I had ahead of the marathon trials, which we're gonna bring that back. We're gonna do another bet. We're gonna do another bet.
I love it.
Um, Clayton Young, I still haven't forgotten that you let a Mance go by and made me lose. But I'm so happy that both of you guys meet the team. Shout out to my dog Connor Mance, uh, new American record holder. Put some respect on King Mance. Let's just
Wow.
put it that way. Um, I it's just crazy because I have Fiona O'Keefe on, and I think I apologized to her. Because when we were making the predictions, because she was the second person on this
Hmm.
series, and she was so sweet and so humble and
Oh,
everything. But then a demon came out on that course, and I was like, "Oh, Miss Fiona, I was not familiar with your game." I believe I did apologize because I was like, and but that's the beauty of the marathon.
it was a
Sometimes
cutthroat performance to just be like, this is my first marathon and watch what I do next. Like, just leave everyone in her dust. It was really exciting.
Yes, on a warm, like that's not the easiest weather conditions. Well, I live here, and obviously you were there. That wasn't easy to do
Yeah.
that in. So that's why it's hard to predict the marathon. And that's what makes running so special. That's what makes road racing so special. That's what makes the sprint so special. Like it is, if you will have an easier time predicting the lottery numbers than you
Yeah.
do who's going to win this race. And I feel like a place like New York, because it's such a challenging course, it makes, I don't know, some of these newbies, they don't have anything to lose. You don't have anything to lose. So that's what
Yeah.
excites me the most. I feel like there's the saying in sports, careers are made, legends are born. And I feel like this is one of the races where legends will be born. Like that's one of the races that's going to make, I hate that I'm going to admit this, but then I don't care. Those are, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm old, but I like get emotional after some of these races because I'm like,
Yeah.
that was so hard. Like you accomplished such a great, accomplishment and everything like that. So I love what you're saying too, because obviously we have the favorites, and then I just want to say this because I saw this about Kipchoge 2 races ago. They were kind of saying, his times, he's washed up. Let me tell you something. I forgot how old he is, but I dare anybody, you couch warriors, you can't even use the bathroom in 2 hours and 9. Like, go try to do what he does and
Yeah.
and tell me. So I don't know. That just kind of takes on the beauty of what makes the marathon great. And I think you're going to see it in New York. One more thing, and then I promise you can ask me some hard-hitting questions. This was a quick episode.
Okay.
And if you've heard our episodes, you know it doesn't stay on topic. So I don't apologize for it. You're just you're just lucky we didn't have more time today. But let me ask you this. So we talked about what you're looking forward to. As somebody who has done this before, is there anything in particular that you think that they should watch out for, especially people who are in their head? Is there something, a piece of advice that you would give them, or is there something right now with a couple weeks remaining that you think, hey, prepare for this so you could be successful when it comes to the overall stage and the main event?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I think when it gets to this point in preparation, whether preparation was absolutely fantastic or severely flawed, as they mostly are, this is a time to let your body rest and recover. It's so hard to trust the training process in a marathon because you never actually do 26.2 miles at the pace you want to do it in training, and trusting that all the different facets of that training comes together, and as your body rests and adapts to that training. Like, these are really critical weeks. Doing less is always better than doing more, because you can only screw things up by doing more. Where you can really focus your energy and time is on your mental game, and really just like steeping yourself in belief that you have the capability, that you've done enough, that even when it gets hard, because the marathon does get hard, that's what makes the finish line so special, and what brings us to tears, Dom, when we witness people attacking the distance, that you are capable of doing hard things. You just have to do it one more time, and then maybe a mile later you might have to do it again, and maybe one more time after that, but then you're at the finish line, so it doesn't matter. But just always convincing yourself that you've got it within you to get that next step in. And I think that it's so easy. The easy way out is to listen to those demons on your shoulder, and succumb to them. And you've got the excuse. It was fine. It's because my hamstring was cramping, or it's because I didn't have enough training, or I had the flu last week and I just wasn't feeling like I had enough energy. But if you convince yourself you do have what it takes, you end up getting to the finish line. I just got a gift in the mail from Joan Benoit Samuelson, and yes, I am name dropping, because she sent me these little crocheted oven mitts that she made, and it in the gift was a thank you note for believing that she could compete in Chicago last week, because she kept asking people, we were at events together, and she's like, I don't know, my knee, I've got so many problems. I need a replacement, surgery. I can barely walk. And I'm like, Joan, stop asking people. You're doing it. You've got a bib number. Like, you're doing the race. She's like, I know, but I really want to break 4 hours. And I'm like, then go break 4 hours. And she's like, I don't think I can. And I'm like, you can. And every time she was asking, and Carrie Pankowski, the race director, was like, Joan, if you tell me what you want to do, you could run the race, you could sit in the VIP tent and watch it, whatever you want to do. And I said, don't give her an option. Tell her you gave her a bib. She has to run. And Joan just kept rolling her eyes every time I was like fighting against the naysayers. It was Steve Jones is telling her, don't run. And she's like, he is a coach, Deena, so maybe I should listen to him. I'm like, no, but he doesn't know. Like, I ran with her just 2 weeks prior here in Mammoth Lakes, California, when her and her husband, Scott, were visiting. She's runs. She's fine. Like, let the girl run. It's what she does. And she ran 3:36, I think, 4 minutes faster than my Sydney marathon a month prior. So I'm just like so amazed by her. And so it just goes to show like how even Joan, the gold medalist in the first ever Olympic marathon for women, even she doubts herself. But she got out there and she ran a brilliant race with her daughter, Abby. And she was so appreciative of my support and kind of my push, kind of like my no nonsense push of getting her on the start line. And I only tell that story because it is so valuable to know that we're all alike. Like we always, there's something in us that's always going to doubt what we're trying to do, because what we're trying to do is hard. But if we could shift that attention and shift that narrative into believing, even if we're faking it, right? Even if we're faking it, the confidence, like fake it and get on the line and get the job done, fake it and get that last mile in, even though it seems nearly impossible. Because our minds can take us either direction, but only one direction is going to get us in the seat of our goals.
That's the Deena, dang. Oh my gosh. Oh, she preaching the word this Monday. I need to go give some tithes and offerings to a church. I'm about to go run. Orlando, get another marathon. I ain't got no excuse. My toes hurt. I'm finna go run.
No
Dang.
excuses. No
Hashtag
excuses.
convicted. Ugh. Oh, oh, man. Somebody needed that word today. Some pastors is just listening and writing.
Oh boy.
Ooh, about to get. Ooh, I felt something with that. Okay, I see that. Okay.
So come to
Uh,
me with your excuses, and I'll work them out for you.
no, don't come to Deena because you has no conviction with the capital C. Lord have mercy.
No.
Okay, let's wrap this up before I have to repent for more that I've been slacking on. Okay,
Oh
we're
my
gonna
God.
we're gonna rapid fire the crap out of this. So you're gonna ask me one, I'm gonna ask you one. If you think of a bonus, go for it. But here's mine to you. You ready?
Ready.
If you had to pick a food to describe the marathon, what would it be?
Oh, wow. A mocha. Do I have to say why?
I kind of need to quickly know why.
Yeah. A mocha, because it's like the sugar hits you first and gives you that buzz. So that to me is like the start line where you like feel like just fired up from all the energy, but then like you start to sugar crash, but then the caffeine kicks in. And so it's like just riding that wave of highs and lows. So that is synonymous with every time I drink a mocha, I'm like just on this wave of like feeling great and then crashing and feeling great and crashing. So marathon's like a mocha.
Okay. Well, okay. All righty. What you got?
Um, so the Abbott 5K through Times Square happens on Saturday at 8 a.m., right before the Saturday before the New York Marathon. And all of the race directors from the 7 World Marathon Majors are running against each other. The only exception is that Ted Metellus is having Rob Similcare, who's the CEO of the New York Roadrunners, having Rob Similcare run in his place because he's kind of busy that day. So I would like to know from you, who do you predict is going to win that race? Which race director is going to win that race?
Rob. I want access to the New York City Marathon to cover it, so I'm going to say Rob.
Rob Similcare. Oh gosh, that was
I'm
that's
not.
awesome. That's awesome. You're like, and please.
And please,
Okay.
please remember lactic acid when we submit a present a media request. That is an interesting. So quick before we log off, I was going to about the question of food that describes a marathon. I was in the same thought in a way. Um, I was going to say black coffee.
Mm.
It's
And why?
nasty.
Like, what is that for you? Oh, it's nasty?
It's nasty. There's no flavor. It hurts, but there's such great satisfaction after you wolf it down and drink it.
What if I put pumpkin creamer in that coffee? Would that make it even worse?
But the thing is, I wouldn't drink it. I wouldn't give that to my biggest enemy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't go find a Michigan fan and be like, listen, drink this pumpkin cream or black coffee. And anything. Also, quickly, Skull Candy, if you could Skull Candy sponsor Deena, please.
Mm.
She doesn't even need the brand. She has a bunch of plates and accessories to go with it and everything like that. So I just had to get that out there. She is a perfect representation if you want a champion, if you want potion, if you want power and everything. Show on the plate with the nasty actually I can't say
Oh
it's
yeah.
nasty.
Yeah, but now I'm like halfway through my cake, but it's my pretty skull. She's got a
Yes.
beautiful hat on.
So the cake, I will say this, we're roasting the cake looks good. I would try it and I wouldn't tell you what I thought of it. But
Well, what if I made you a gingerbread version for Christmas time? Do you like gingerbread?
I do, but I want you to make me the pumpkin cake because we talk about showing up. What if your pumpkin cake makes
Mm,
this skeptic a believer?
right.
What if
Right.
that is what turns me back to putting Christmas trees up in November?
Yeah. How about December? December 1st. Mm.
Dina, I appreciate you
No.
coming on the show. I appreciate you. Always listen, New York City Marathon takes place early November. Make sure you have your Christmas tree up. There is no excuse for it. You can catch Dina on her own podcast, catch her on social media. Love, peace, and chicken grease. We'll catch you next time.